Hello, it's Steve Jameson here, Managing Broker of RE/MAX Crest Realty Westside with your frequently asked questions. Today's question comes from one of our agents at RE/MAX Crest on the North Shore, and their question is, my buyer is interested in a property and wants to write an offer that's listed with a discount brokerage, and they're only offering $1,000 compensation. Is there a way that I can ask for more money from the seller in the offer itself? And the answer to that is yes, but you have to do it in a specific way. If you insert yourself into the contract, meaning you put a clause in that says something like, the seller agrees to pay Joe Smith from RE/MAX Crest Realty $8,000, then you're inserting yourself into a contract that's between the buyer and the seller. And that's voidable at law, and a smart seller's lawyer on closing could simply say, we're not paying that, and you would not get paid. So the proper way to do it, it's a three-step process, very easy. All of our offices have an information sheet on this with the exact name of the forms you need on web forms and the exact clause you put into the contract. But basically, three-step process. First, you must get your buyer's permission to do this. If you're using an exclusive buyer's agency contract, which I hope most of you are, but I know most of you aren't, you should put a clause in your Schedule A that stipulates that if the compensation being offered is less than you expect, that they're giving you permission ahead of time to ask for your full commission in the offer itself. If you're not doing that and you're Schedule A and you're not using an exclusive buyer's agency contract, there is a form on web forms that you can use, and again, it's outlined in the instructions that's at all of our offices. So get your buyer to sign that, gives you permission to put the clause in the contract. Step 2, put the clause in the contract. And it's basically a clause that's going to say the buyer and the seller hereby agree that the buyer's agent's commission is whatever you want, 3.255, 1.1625 on the balance, or whatever your fee is, and you're not inserting yourself into the contract that way. Both parties are simply agreeing that the seller will pay to the buyer's agent this much money, and there's also a clause in there that's saying that the buyer's brokerage has got the permission of the buyer to do this, because that's required. Third step, again, is simply letting the listing agent know that you're doing this. It doesn't have to be in writing. It can be a text message, an email, or on the phone. So when you call the listing agent and you say, hey, I've got an offer for you, when can I present it? By the way, we have put in a clause asking for our full commission in the offer. They can't refuse to present it. They have to present it. It could become a negotiating issue. So again, hopefully you're using exclusive buyer agency contracts. So if the seller won't pay, your buyer will pay. But either way, they have to present it. Most of the time, the seller is happy to pay it. And that's all you need to do to make sure you get paid your full fee. But again, make sure you follow these steps so that you're protected. Again, all of these are in all of your offices. Just contact your office administration. They'll be happy to tell you where you can find these forms, and that way you'll be doing it the correct way. If you have any other questions, please send them in.